What's up? My name is Robbie Rigg. I'm here with Cory Bergeron of corybergeronrecordings, and I'm here to talk about the Evertune.
I'll give that a 6 out of 10. What's up, nerds? My name is Cory Bergeron, and you are watching Cory Bergeron Recordings. So, as Rob mentioned, today we're going to be talking about the Evertune bridge system. What I have here is a Fender Made in Mexico Telecaster, and it is equipped with the Evertune bridge. I purchased this guitar directly from the Evertune site, and I've owned it for about 6 months. So, what is an Evertune bridge? Let's put 1 minute on the clock so I don't end up rambling. Simply put, the Evertune bridge is designed to keep your guitar in tune forever. A quick quote from their FAQ page says, "Our patented Evertune saddles balance the string tension of guitar strings precisely so that once tuned, strings stay in tune forever." There is nothing digital about this bridge. The system relies on physics and springs to keep the guitar in tune. Another added bonus is humidity and temperature do not affect the guitar and the tuning like it would affect a normal guitar. Once the saddles are set, it keeps the string tension consistent. For each string, you're able to independently manipulate the action, the tuning, and the intonation. You can do all this with the provided Allen key. Another cool thing you can do is you can set the string so when you bend it, it doesn't affect the pitch. Meaning you can play a note, bend it, and the saddle will compensate for the bending to keep the string perfectly in tune. That's right, you can set it so guitar strings don't bend. Will dealing with poor finger intonation be a thing of the past? Stop the clock. Now, if I've done my job, you should have a basic understanding of what an Evertune bridge does and how it operates. If you didn't understand any of that, it keeps your guitar in tune. Now, I may be a guitar player, but I definitely don't think like one. My perspective always comes from a production point of view. So for me, the idea of an Evertune is really, really exciting. Think about how many more hours I will have in my life when I'm not focusing all my energy on trying to keep a guitar in tune while recording a guitar player. Another positive impact this Evertune bridge has had on me is when I'm quickly trying to lay down an idea, having the guitar simply be in tune makes it so I can just lay the idea down and not focus on anything else. If there's friction in the way of trying to lay down an idea, it can quickly halt your creativity. And that's no good. So there is no question that I am a huge fan of the Evertune bridge system. Now with that being said, I've told almost every single guitar player I know about the Evertune bridge, and to my chagrin, there's been some resistance. I didn't realize how much guitar players like tuning their guitar. Little did I know it was a sin to try and reinvent guitar technology that's been around longer than I have. So, I'm gonna set up my Evertune guitar and I'm gonna put it in the hands of a guitar player that has very minimal experience with the Evertune bridge system, and they are going to tell you what they think about it. Hello. So right now I'm here in my basement. It's really, really stuffy, and I'm with my friend Robbie. Robbie's been jamming on his Telecaster this morning while I took about, I don't know, half an hour setting up the Evertune Telecaster. He's had this guitar for what, 3-4 years now?
Yeah, at least maybe 4 or 5 years, yeah.
Its name is Ruby.
Ruby, so passionately dubbed after her beautiful exterior.
Robbie gigs all the time. He relies on his instruments to make a living. So when I first told him about my Evertune, his body language seemed very, very hesitant. I put it in his hands and he played it for maybe like 3 minutes and was like, yeah, it's cool. And that's your only experience with an Evertune?
Yeah, pretty much. It's the only one I've ever seen or played, so yeah.
I wanted to just throw it in his hands and have him play. I'm gonna get Robbie jamming away on his Telecaster for a little bit, and then I'm gonna throw the Evertune in his hands, and we're gonna see what his reaction is. Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
Switch it up. Mind you, these might sound very different. I've upgraded the pickups in this telly to bare knuckle brown sugar pickups. Let's hear. Last I remember, this sounded pretty telly. I mean, I don't think the pickups play much of a factor in what's going on here, but had some classic telly tones, so. thought robot guitar, and I was like, nah. I don't know if Corey's divulged into this, but I'm pretty like, I like analog and old equipment and, you know, vintage guitars and stuff. I don't really own vintage guitars because I'm not that rich, but but you know, like I like classic, simple more than anything. So this kind of sounded like just like headache. I was like, I don't want to deal with all this extra bullshit setting up a guitar. But actually, after watching him string it, it looks pretty straightforward, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, doesn't feel any different. It's not like having a Floyd Rose because it's not like bulky or anything. It barely even protrudes the body. At least not anywhere where like I notice it. I tend to play higher up the neck though too, but I mean, I don't think if I was doing some like crazy palming, I don't think I would really notice it. I guess it all depends on the player, but it feels totally natural to me. Yeah, because it's not that ugly, really. No, it's not ugly at all. You don't really notice it. I mean, like, yeah, it's like slightly bigger than the traditional bridge, but it doesn't fuck with the aesthetic too much. I mean, also, like, you know, we've gigged and traveled, and knowing that it stops like a lot of the problems you'd have with like humidity and whatever, and screwing with your guitars and the setup and whatnot, this is probably ideal for touring. I hate it. I hate it. Not even just in the studio, but live, I hate it. I mean, ideally it'd be nice to just tune a guitar once in a set, and it's not something you really can plan for, and it kind of like having those stops where you have to like whatever tune. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a moment to catch your breath, but like it kind of stops the energy flow. No. Maybe. Next time I'm having trouble keeping my guitar in tune, yeah, there'll probably be a point in the near future where I'll think of this and I'm like, oh, god damn it, Corey. I'm not sure, personally, the way I like to play, because there's a mode where the finger vibrato isn't really a thing. I don't know personally if I would use that. I could see how that could be handy in like a recording situation. That's a maybe. Not at this point because I have too many guitars as is. The thing is though, I'm also mainly a Strat player. So I don't know, do they have Evertune for Strat? I'd really have to see what that was like. If Corey can get an Evertune Strat in here, I'll be back.
Alright, so there you have it. I like the Evertune bridge, so does Robbie, so that means you probably will too. The world is a happy place today. Anyways, if you've learned something, please consider subscribing. Help me pay my mortgage this month by dropping a like on the video. If you are interested in joining a Facebook group with like-minded individuals, go down to the description and click the link. Anyways, thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video.